Good morning and happy autumn to everyone. The leaves are falling and the rain has stopped at least for a little while, and now we're going to have the leaves coming down, and my cover car is covered with all little polka dots of leaves. Yes, the autumn is here. Well, I want to wish everyone a great Friday. And today's show, we're going to address some various year end facts and suggestions for you and your clients. On today's program, we are joined by Kate Ladon. Good morning, Kate.
Good morning.
And Ellen Silverstein.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
morning.
You're just the sunshine,
sunshine
today.
Yes.
Well, before we move into today's presentation, I want to share some updates. Well, first, the new rates haven't been released this week. So for those who have not seen them, for 2019, the Social Security cost of living increase is going up by 2.8%.
Nice increase for everybody.
Yeah, woohoo. The FICA wage limit is $132,900.
Another nice increase.
Nice increase. And the earning limit for drawing before age 66 is $17,640. So then we have the 2019 IRA. The traditional and Roth is $6,000.
Another $500.
And our over age 49 catch up. Yeah, we're all there, right?
Yeah, we're all
well,
there.
Some of us.
Yeah,
there you go.
Okay.
Is $1,000. And then your SEP maximum contribution is $56,000. Nice. And over age 49 catch up is $0. The big egg.
Yeah.
Yes. The 2019 simple is $13,000 for the maximum deferral, and over age 49 catch up is $3,000. And the 401k, 403b, and 457 maximum deferral is $19,000. Over age 49 catch up is $6,000. Max contribution from all sources is $56,000 plus the catch up. Okay?
Good money.
Yes. And then 2019 defined benefit plan limit is $225,000. So I believe all those are posted up there. Well, thank you so much. So for those numbers, sometimes you see them on your screen. So second thing is IRS is hosting a webinar on Tuesday, December 4th. Ellen, you want to talk a little bit about that one?
Surely. So we saw something come across my Facebook page anyway that talked about that IRS is going to be hosting a webinar on Tuesday, December 4th for 2 hours starting at 1 o'clock. They're going to be discussing what they think are the hot topics for 2018, which includes that Paycheck Checkup. The calculator sits on the IRS website. Everybody should be looking at it because obviously they've told us many times that the withholding tables are too low for 2018. So to be aware that you might be under withheld and that you may end up owing taxes come next April when you do your tax return. So you really ought to look carefully at that Paycheck Checkup. They'll be talking about identity theft and other security issues. They're going to be talking about navigating the IRS website as well. So in addition, the Social Security Administration is going to be joining, and we are also hoping to have a representative here talking directly to you guys in the coming weeks. But they're going to be talking about what they call their business services online, which I just checked out, was able to get logged in, but I needed some help from their assistant. So I'm hoping they've corrected that, whatever little glitches they're experiencing in the sign-up process. But business services online will allow tax preparers to actually file W-2s for their clients online. So that would be super helpful if you don't already e-file your W-2s using a different service. So that's going to be super great if we can get that to happen. So in addition, MSATP is also offering their own version of a payroll seminar, but it's going to be a lot more in-depth about preparation of actual W-2s, 1099s, et cetera. And that's going to be held on December 13th at Turf Valley. So be prepared for that as well. Keep checking on your Facebook posts and emails and things like that to see about that upcoming seminar as well.
Well, let me just add a little bit about that December 13th event. Actually, that is a seminar and a webinar.
Oh,
so for those people who are outside the borders or don't want to make that trek to Turf Valley, you can join us as a webinar for that event. And to get the details on that event, we are actually going to have the presenter, William Feely, with us the week of November the 23rd. And he will be our guest on Facebook Live, and he'll be talking about the program and what everyone plan on seeing at the seminar.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
So moving on to that, we also received notice from the IRS about the enrolled agents renewal which began on November 2nd for enrolled agents whose Social Security numbers end with 0, 1, 2, and 3. I gotta love the IRS. You know, they cannot make this any harder. Really? Wow. Okay, so the deadline for renewal is January 31st to ensure the processing before the current enrollment cards expire on March 31st. So for you to renew, you must complete Form 8554. And I believe we have the website up there, www.pay.gov, and you enter 8554 to search for the online form. For those, it used to be, I think, $90 to renew your enrolled agent. And now they've lowered it to $30. So for those who need to renew, it is a $30 renewal fee.
And don't forget, your ITIN renewals have also opened up.
That's correct.
And there is no fee for that this year. Yay. So, but do remember to make sure you've renewed your ITIN online with IRS as well before December 31st.
That's correct. And remember, the renewal for the EAs can take up to 90 days to process. 90 days to process. It's online processing, but it takes 90 days to process.
I'm surprised it's going to be that quick, to be honest.
Now, Ellen, do you have a lot of clients who have the ITIN?
Actually, I do not. I did at one time, but yeah, so, yep, not anymore.
Okay, so for those of you that have clients with ITINs, they need to submit their renewal application as soon as possible. Failure to renew by the end of the year will cause refund and processing delays for 2019. IRS has recently mailed out 1.3 million letters to taxpayers' households to remind them to renew. Any person who is not eligible for a Social Security number must have an ITIN. So you must complete this form W-7 by that date.
Very important. Very important.
Yes. So with that, I think you have a couple other things you want to bring up, Ellen?
I do. So the ACA, the health insurance renewal open enrollment season started, I believe, November 1st, and it's actually only open until December 15th. So please make sure that you've let everybody know, your clients, their employees, et cetera, that the Affordable Care Act health insurance renewal is only open and available from November 15th. At the time, I think it closed in January.
Yes.
Years past, so they've really limited the time frame for which that enrollment process and renewal process is open.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit unfortunate, but.
So last weekend, we all enjoyed our weekend event at the Solo and Small Firm Conference.
Yes, we did.
So Kate joined us down there, and Kate, this is your second year being there.
Yeah, it was my second year being at Solo. Last year I was at Hershey, and I presented. This year I was more behind the scenes over in Bethany Beach, which was really beautiful, really nice. The resort that you all booked for it was really something.
Kudos to Bob Medberry for finding the place
and suggesting it. And
That's right.
It was super. It really was a great location, very great little town, very quiet. It was just perfect for what we needed.
Yeah, and I will say the thing that continually warms my heart and why Solo holds a special spot in my heart is because I'm obviously not an accounting or tax professional, but I love attending because it truly is and captures the entrepreneurial spirit of this organization. And it's much more, I find, in not only observing the seminars, but in talking with members, a place where you can go and openly and comfortably and transparently share about your business, challenges in your business, breakdowns in scalability, really tackle that isolating feeling of being a business owner with other peers who are there and committed to helping you and not in like a competitive way. So as somebody who is a small business owner, I really enjoy attending for that reason and find there's so much value, even though I'm not there necessarily in like a CPE capacity. Mm-hmm. And I think that it also really plays into the value of the business builders think tanks that mm-hmm. we're hosting here too with MSATP. So if you are a member and you have not taken advantage at looking into those groups, the business builder think tanks, I know I was talking to Dunya the other day and sharing about how much value people are really deriving from having a forum, let's say, of peers where you can go and bring your issues or challenges to more or less like an outsourced board of directors and mm-hmm. feel really comfortable and safe in expressing that. So I know we're excited to continually ramp up the Business Builders Think Tank program and continue to make the Solo conference just as wonderful as we can, because we really do think that is so much the value of the society that we can provide to members in growing your solo and small practices. And then the other thing I just want to say is we thank all of you continually for always being so great when we're there capturing film and video. It is so important, and is especially a commitment to Naval and myself to capture all of the things that the society has going on. And we realize that getting filmed and videographed is not always everybody's favorite, but it really does allow us to stay in communication around our commitments to you all as members. So we just so appreciate you for having us and allowing us to be there in that way.
Yes. Well,
it was terrific. It was a great weekend. A lot of great information was shared, and we got to know some other people, and we got to actually do exactly as you were saying, Kate, be expressive, ask the questions that may be very sensitive and you're not really sure where to ask or who to ask. And you can in that space because it is such a great place and with great information, and nobody feels threatened.
right.
And it's not a competitive environment at all. And we're willing to share and help each other out. So it's really great.
Yeah,
It's great
and the connections you make down there
are wonderful.
are not. It's just not there. They carry you through the year
They do.
and through tax season, because even we know that you're not going to address. You might have an issue that comes up during tax season. It's good to know that you have that network of friends.
They're great resources.
Great resources.
Everything carries forward, and we're trying to convey this message in this forum here, but in order to really get the full flavor for it, you really need to attend. So next year in Hershey, at the Hershey Hotel in Hershey Park, Pennsylvania, it'll be awesome. It's really awesome. Great.
Yep, November
Perfect.
7th through the 9th. So mark your calendars.
Perfect.
And yes, and if you've never been to a Hershey Hotel, it is
Something else.
Beautiful.
it is
Yes.
amazing. It's just an amazing location. So
And when we asked members what their favorite part of going to Hershey was, I heard more than one response about the chocolate waffles for breakfast. So I'm just dangling the
saying,
bait.
just saying.
November 7th, you
Yes.
can get your chocolate waffles.
Yes,
There's a
you-
lot of chocolate.
lots
lot
of
of
chocolate. Lots of chocolate.
A lot of chocolate.
Yes.
Another good incentive. All right.
Well, as we continue in the community, last night, myself and Tom Bray attended the newly licensed CPA swearing-in ceremony at the Maryland Live Casino in Arundel County. So it was a great celebration. There was about 60 new licensed CPAs who got sworn in by the deputy director. And it was a great program. I just want to thanks to Emmy's presentation. And also, I want to just say kudos to all the new licensed CPAs
Yeah.
and also their families, because it's just not a one person dealing with that CPA. They have to. The family is helping them. You've been there, Ellen.
I've been there. I remember when my mother got the envelope in the mail, and this is before we had cell phones. She was so excited for me to get home from work that day because she knew that I had passed the test. At that point. And she could not wait for me to walk in the door. So it was super exciting. So it is a whole family affair. It is a family affair.
Yes. So there was a great ceremony. Again, I want to congratulate all the new licensed CPAs in the state of Maryland for the job well done. So I want to talk a little bit about our upcoming seminars, because we are really ramping up.
We are really ramping up.
I think we're at 150 miles an hour, and we keep going. So
Hold on to your seatbelt.
hold on to your seatbelt. We're on quite a roller coaster. So next week we're going to start. We have our first 1040 in Frederick, and which I think is going to be great. That's the tax speaker one, and then we have Gaithersburg coming up, but sadly that, or maybe greatly, great news is that it's sold out. So, and also the Maryland Income Tax Webinar, which is also on December 13th, we only have 3 spots left.
Wow.
And then in the 1040 in Annapolis, we only have about 5 spots left. So as you can see, with all the changes in tax law, our seminars are really filling up. And we don't want anyone to miss, because the information that we're providing is invaluable.
Invaluable. You will not get as great an educational process in 2 days as you will at either of the Gear Up or Tax Speaker seminars. You must attend. These are musts, especially for 2018 with all the tax law changes.
Exactly.
And both of them are providing pretty great resources that you get as a value add for attending.
True.
Tactical information, checklists, case studies that you can refer back to. So it extends beyond the seminar with reference points and materials that'll really help you integrate it well.
Yes.
Excellent point.
Yeah, and especially, the thing is, we have the Tax Act that came into effect December of 2017, but they're constantly updating the regulations. And so even, I mean, even if you went to the BE back in October, there's been some changes since that point in time, and which we brought out in the 1040 seminars, and also in the federal tax update seminars. So, so I think it's important that everyone go, because the knowledge.
Make yourself available to
Yes.
this knowledge and the delivery thereof, because it is really critical to your success during the next tax season.
Exactly, exactly. So next week we're hoping to have the gentleman from Social Security.
I'm hoping. We'll
Yes,
see.
it is a
haven't heard back
gentleman.
from-
Yes,
it is,
okay.
yes.
So hopefully we can expand a little bit more on that as well. Is there any final comments you would like to make?
We're getting ready. Like I said, strap in your seatbelts. We are on for the roller coaster ride of the 1040s. What do we have? At least 1 to 2 every week, just about all the way up until the middle of December. So the next 4 weeks, roughly, are going to be jam-packed. So we hope to see everybody there. Hope you get as much out of it as we know you will.
Yes.
And we'll look forward to seeing you and catching up with you. Don't forget, we're also having our kickoff to tax season on January 17th. We're hosting it here at the MSATP offices in Columbia for a wine and cheese event. So we'll get more information about that out soon, but be prepared. Lots coming.
Yes.
Hope you do well. Much success to all.
Any final thoughts?
No, thanks for having me as always, and have a great weekend.
Yeah. Well, I just want to leave with one final thought. The Scholarship Foundation, once again this year, is offering or selling holiday arrangements. For those who are interested in doing that, you can reach out to the society or go to the Scholarship Foundation website and learn about that. So to get in the festive mood, whether
Holiday spirit.
the holiday spirit, make sure that you decorate beautifully and join, and it's a great benefit
benefit for the scholarship.
It is a great benefit. Well, I think that's all. I think we can call that a wrap.
We're wrapping it up.
Okay. I want to thank everyone for joining us again this morning, and have a great week. What?
Oh, and preemptively, happy Veterans Day.
Yeah, there
Thank
you go.
Thank you.
On Sunday
yes,
for all of
thank
you
you
who have
so much.
served.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
very
you
much.
to all those.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you, Kate, for recognizing them. Well, thank you.